seen signs for that there. Are you sure it's the nuggets are covered in sauce, or it's just you need to show me that a little bit. Okay.
Welcome to Alliance Military
Start doing
Database.
this again.
Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Okay, so they're like fucking. We'll see. You gotta remind me about that then. Alright, so we're doing male. I really like the female, but I always play males and females.
Please log in to access your profile.
Let me ask you this. How do you think we'll be...
Warning,
when it
data
comes to
corruption
aliens?
detected. Please reconstruct
How do you
profile.
think we'll be when it comes to aliens in the future?
Confirm pre-service history.
Oh, District 9? Well, for District 9, the whole point of those aliens is that they were the servant race. They weren't the main guys who... How do I put it? They did not design the big spaceship, they built it. They were like the maintenance workers and stuff. The main race that was in command of them was probably someone else. Well, with these aliens, it's a whole different story. So, our pre-service history, I'll go over them and you tell me which ones you like. I'm kind of leaning towards the Earthborn one, because I don't know, it just sounds... You don't really get really a chance to meet your parents anyways. And I don't know, it just seems like a... Let me just tell you why I like it. Earthborn. So he was born on Earth, and Earth, compared to how it is now, where it's a whole bunch of different states, Earth is basically considered one entity now. So it's like a kind of a single government, and anyone else, it's a good thing and also kind of like a shit thing too. Think of it like Coruscant from Star Wars. It's very fancy and all that, but if you're in a bad part of it, it's pretty bad compared to like stuff you would be on like other planets, because you have all this like modern stuff, but you're in such a bad position you can't really benefit from it. So it's either when you're on Earth you're fucked, or you're part of the elite, pretty much. There is no in between, from what I understand on Earth. So for Earth, you were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolises covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18. For fun, I'll also go over the other ones just so you can know them. Colonist. You were born and raised on Mindoir, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindoir, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol and enlisted with the military years later. So a bunch of these little details get brought up here and there, and something I've always really liked about this series is just the world's really nice, really interesting. It's not like it's not bloated with like a bunch of like little things here and there, but it has just enough interesting facts about like cultures and histories that you want to learn more of, like the geeky shit that other series put out, you know. So because the slavers are like are a specific race that you can meet in the series, and the slavers from, you know, their occupation are obviously not good people. There's a reason they are slavers too. It's not just like how do I put it? It's not like Star Wars where they're slaves, but they kinda sorta have an okay, like, you can do this, just, you know, we're gonna officially say this is bad. In this game, slavery is just no. We do not accept this at all. There is technically legal slavery, but it's more complicated than that. But I'll explain that when it gets brought up. And then Spacer. I think if you pick this one, you get an email here and there from your parents, but I don't know about that one. Basically, both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood is spent on ships and stations as they were transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. I like Earthborn.
Confirm psychological profile.
So this is basically an event that happened once you enlisted in the military, and I'll let you pick this one. I've showed you this once before, long time ago. So the first one that I really like is Soul Survivor. During your service, a mission you went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell. Now you are alone, left to tell the tale. And then there's War Hero. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risk your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you the medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. Ruthless. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. And that actually brings up another thing. There is a morality system in this game. So depending on certain actions you do, you'll either get Paragon or Renegade. And based on those points, they'll give you special dialogue options, where Paragon lets you basically, you know, act like a good guy. Renegade, you are not evil. Evil is the wrong word, I'd say. But you're not good either. You do some really bad stuff sometimes for Renegade. Yeah, something like that. I'll go with Soul Survivor. It's a nice middle ground to both of those.
Confirm military specialization.
And then specializations are basically just classes. So Soldier is your, you know, shooty guy class. Engineer is, so that thing on his arm is called an Omni Tool. Basically, think of it like, something like that. Basically, it's the idea of what people thought, eventually like cell phones and all that stuff in your body would be. It's a hacking tool, it's a computer, an MP3 player, all that thing. So engineer's thing is basically you use engineering powers, so you can hack things, disrupt enemy weapons, overload their shields, but depending on your class, you're also limited on your equipment. So soldiers use basically everything and can use heavy armor. Engineers, not so much. They're specialized in only light armor and they specialize in pistols. So you're recommended to use certain weapons and armors for certain classes. Adepts is where things get interesting. They use this thing called biotics, which is basically space magic. So you can do... Imagine the Force from Star Wars, but it's only limited to like the pushing, the pulling, the squishing. You can summon barriers for shields and stuff. I think there's a little more to it, but it's kind of leaving me a blank. So there's Soldier, Engineer, Adept, Infiltrator, which is your sneaky class, Sentinel, which is a mix between Engineer and Adept, and then Vanguard, which is a combination of Adept and Soldier. I'll go with Soldier because I like to use all weapons and all armors.
Confirm facial identification.
I kind of want to change his appearance. I hardly ever get to go with like a custom appearance in this game. I usually always go with a default look. Ugh. A little dark, but not too dark. I want to make him a nice brown. Okay, I like it so far. I'm not gonna go too crazy on it, cause you know, look at all these options. But let me see. I want to give him some like full cheeks, so he's not like a skeleton man. Can I do eye color? Ooh, has a lot of different colors. What color should I go with? What would you want it to be? Well, it's not in any particular order. You're gonna have to just give me a color. Just name a color. Yeah, it's black, red, white. This one? Or is this brown? This one? Okay. Hair. Maybe not too dark, because I want to see like the little details. I don't know if I'll like it. I like this one, because this actually matches my current hairstyle. I'll come back to this one. Ooh, I like that. Let me see. What kind of beards do they got? Hmm? Five o'clock shadow or no? No? What about this one? It's more defined. Eh? No, I don't. That's a biker beard, man. It's not even that I'm dead set on it. I just wish it had. I like the styling of it. It just needs more hair like these ones. Because it just feels so empty by comparison. No, I think that's because it changes my eyebrow color too. The lighting's kind of messing with it too a bit. I'll go with this one. Yeah, I'll just stick with this. Scar. No, that's too extreme. I always like to give my guys scars in these games, but... What about that one? One over the eyebrow. Okay, this is gonna be the guy. What do you think? Alright.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Gabriel Shepard, an Earthborn Soul Survivor soldier. Once you confirm your character is complete, you will be unable to change any settings.
Identification confirmed.
In classic mode, I don't think I've actually messed with this. In classic mode, the original 1 to 60 level scale range will be used instead of the new 1 to 30 level range. XP and talent points progressions remain the same. I'll go with legendary scaling, just fine. I'll stick with that for now. Okay. 20 minutes in.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of his family.
Doesn't have one. He was raised on the streets. Learned to look out for himself.
He saw his whole unit die on a cruise. He could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that follow, these mysterious artifacts reveal startling new technologies enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis of this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time, the greatest discovery in human history. The cultures of the galaxy called it the Mass Effect.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
So think about it. In around 100 years, we'll get to meet
Calculating
aliens.
transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Board is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
Huh.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
Yes, that's Seth
You
Green.
remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story, but only an idiot believes the official story.
So this game, instead of like the list, how some games have it, this game popularized the dialogue wheel. For better or worse, some people hate it, some people like it. Like, you remember when we did the Star Wars, the MMO? That dialogue comes from this. So the top is generally the good option. The middle is kind of like the, the middle option, not good or bad. And the bottom is, the fuck you option. I want to be a good guy in these, so I'll go with, the good one more often than not, depending on the situation.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Is he upset?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
So this is the ship, the Normandy. It is up there with one of the most famous ships in all of science fiction, with the Millennium Falcon, the Enterprise. It is one of those big ships. So these are our crew members. Joker, the pilot, and Kaidan will be one of our companions. I didn't. No. How do I, I didn't mean to do all that. I threw a grenade at his, seat. Okay, give me 1 second. I need to see the controls. I just blew up something and almost killed someone. Show me.
All patched up.
Oh,
On me.
crap. Hold on. I'm trying to get out of this, but it's not letting me. Okay. Okay. Everything's fine. No, they're fine. But, let's see what everyone says before I go on.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting, Commander.
I'm telling you, I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
So this is Presley, our navigator.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
He wants to see
I'm on
me.
my way to give him a status update right now.
With all due respect,
look
sir,
handsome
maybe
as
he'll finally
hell.
tell you what we're really doing out here.
What do you mean?
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
So, I'll explain something really quick. So, we are as humans, we're part of this thing called the system, the Systems Alliance. We're basically the human government, and we are part of a thing called the Council, which is basically all the races of the known galaxy, basically forming up in cooperation. And Spectres are basically like the top guys who work for the Council. And they're very sketchy because they can basically work above the law. So, like, say they kill someone on the street, they can legally get away with it by saying, yeah, I have this special status, you can't do shit. Can you get kind of in trouble? Yeah, but for the most part, you can do a lot and get away with it. But it's all for the sake of, protecting the galaxy.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
Believe it or not, he's right. There is more going on than just a little test of the ship.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Oh, it's something big.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
So, Captain Anderson is played by Keith David. He's been in, like, a bunch of things. Like, the thing you probably know him from. You've seen Princess and the Frog, right? Captain Anderson is the villain, the witch doctor. There is a lot of like big name celebrities that are in this series. It says a notable celebrity, but I wouldn't call him big time. He's very gone down these past few years. I mean, a lot of people are still in Family Guy. Turian Spectre.
You don't trust Nihilus.
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
Oh, the First Contact War. So basically, unlike most scenarios when people think of meeting with aliens, our first run-in with aliens started a war that we, I guess you could say, almost lost. a lot of people died, and the only reason the war stopped is because the council got involved and basically say, hey, fucking cut this shit out. But a lot of people died, and because of that, humans as a whole are very much, I wouldn't say racist against all aliens, but they are very wary of Turians specifically because, you know, we got into our first contact with aliens and they fucking tried to kill us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board, especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
I'll look into it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit.
Corporal Jenkins and Dr. Choklos.
Crazy. The captain's
Jenkins is another one of our companions, and Dr. Choklos is the medic of the ship.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Relax,
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
What do you think of Nihilus?
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
So Turians, despite how they look, you would think they'd be like lizard people based on like their weird scaly things on their face, but they're actually bird people, believe it or not. I don't know the specifics of it, but they are birds. They're not lizards.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
There are no human
Why don't we
Spectres?
have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds. Just like you on Akuz.
Those are bad memories, man. Don't fucking... Why would you just say that, dude? That's very insensitive.
I try not to think about Akuz.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Look,
Let's
I
not
get
dwell
what
on
you're
the
trying to
past,
say,
Commander.
man, but
Was there something
you
else?
could have said that better. So tell me about this planet we're going to.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
That's something that that's brought up a lot. Do you think if you were born in space, would you rather be born in a city or in a settlement? With cities, they're already established, and you know, I don't have to tell you what a city is, but with a settlement, they're usually on planets that are mostly, I know I'm using this word wrong, but barren. When I say barren, it's like no civilization. It's just all whatever the nature of that planet is. So Eden Prime is mostly just a farming planet, because, you know, it's craggy rocks here and there, but it's mostly just fields, meadows, trees. But there's nothing outside of that, but outside of your settlement. So if you want peace, there you go. But if you want anything outside of that, you need to go somewhere else. Why are we going
why
there?
Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
You'll do
Just
fine,
treat this
man.
like every other assignment you've had, and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
Be careful,
You're young,
dude.
Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not gonna screw this up.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Yeah. The codex. So, occasionally I'll let these things play and read some of them. So the primary codex ones are all voiced, so you don't have to hear me yap. But the secondary ones are not voiced, so I'll be reading those. I'll only play one, and that's the one on the turn.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
But yeah, they don't have beaks, but I guess those things on the back of their head are like hardened feathers or something. I think there's something that goes on it, back here. Okay, no.
You met this.
I'll show these at a later date, but for now, let's go see what's going on.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Talk?
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
Beyond beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Huh. What? I can't. Don't. Oh, well, yeah, I did show you this once before. Anyways, let's keep going. Why are you asking me?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Why the secret? No. What are we picking
What's the
up?
payload, Captain?
A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
The Protheans. So I'm trying to find like a comparison for something that's in I'll just pick this answer.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
So the Protheans, like they said, were an ancient race that is now extinct that is responsible for all this amazing technology in the universe. The mass relays that allow us to travel huge distances across the galaxy. The Citadel, where all the alien governments convene, and the stuff that powers the ships and biotics and all that is based on their technology. Why didn't we
keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
So he's here to size Shepard up if he's down to be a Spectre.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
So, to give a little sneak peek at what happened, so on Akuz, if I remember right, he and his squad faced this thing called a Thresher Maw. Imagine, imagine the Sarlacc pit if it was a giant worm that didn't just stay in that one spot, but dove in and out like a dolphin, just moving through the sands and spat acid. He killed it, but the rest of his squad died.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
How very... liberal is not the right word. It's, how very forward-thinking
I assume
of you.
this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds.
Wait, so what did you say? Do you think you'd be able to live on a farming world or no?
Humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after
You would?
this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology. Even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
Wrong hands?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
Oh god, the Terminus systems. That's a whole fucking other thing. I'll
The
let
Attican
him
Traverse
say
is
it.
under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
So, not every species in the galaxy is part of the Council. And some of those species that are not part of the... Well, actually, most of the species that aren't part of the Council live in the Terminus systems. And some of those guys are very ugly looking.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
Battle going on.
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
That's
17 minutes out,
mean-looking
Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
metal thing, ain't it?
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly without drawing attention. It's our best
I
chance
know
to
it looks
secure
like a
the beacon.
hand, but it's just
Grab
the
your gear
angle.
and meet us in the
But
cargo hold.
I'm pretty sure that's also not... You're not off the mark on that either.
Tell Alenko and
I
Jenkins
think
to
the
see up.
design was
We're going
also meant to kind of be seen like that, but you'll see what it really looks like when we see it.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors,
Because it's a
Captain?
giant ship
Helping
in the
survivors
sky.
is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure.
Let's see, can I get a shot of the...
This place
Yeah,
got
look
hit
at all
hard.
that,
Hostiles
that,
everywhere.
farmland.
Keep your guard up.
Towers and nothing but open fields.
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless. Oh God, what happened here?
Look at their little eyes. I could shoot one. No? Not even one? They won't. But they will blow up. Not even one? Fine. Let's see, where's the path? That dropped off there. Oh, down there. Got Jenkins. He's down.
Ripped right through his shields. We're out of chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
So all we got left is Kaidan now. Rip Jenkins. Robots are attacking. So
Not now, Commander.
Yeah,
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard.
Right? Oh, I leveled up. Huh. Charm. Put all my points into charm for now. So, not just, as you gain more morality stuff, you can choose to either go into charm, which is obviously, the good guy option, or intimidate, which is, the you're gonna do what I want option. So for right now, I don't need to spec into any, combat stuff. I'll just do that. And now for Kaidan. Kaidan is a sentinel, so he does biotics and tech stuff. So what I'll do for him is let's see. Increase his damage overall and increases his give him barrier so he can
A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Damn, these fucking drones are everywhere. Oh! You see that? It never stood a chance. Robots.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
So this is Ashley, a real second companion.
Are you wounded,
okay?
Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
What happened to your unit?
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
Don't blame
This isn't your
yourself.
fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
So the Geth are a sentient race of machines that they don't really want anything. All they really want is just minerals to basically keep their civilization going. And they got all those in the part of the galaxy they're in. They don't need to leave their little home, pretty much. So why are they out here way, way past where their home is? It's a very interesting question.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
Have you seen the Spectre that was...
Have you seen a
going
Turian
on ahead
Spectre
of
around
us?
here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
What happened before the attack?
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
And the
What happened to the
scientists?
researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
What can you tell us about the beacon?
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
Tell me about the Geth.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile.
Oh, yeah.
Well, after that,
the
they just kind
fucking
of disappeared
Geth,
behind the
man.
Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
That could happen to us. A cheap source of labor, but then one day they start to think just that itty bitty bit more and think, no, we're not going to be slaves, and start killing people left and right.
Move out.
Can do her stuff now. Overkill, and then increases her health regeneration. Great. Light armor. No, where is equipment? Caden can only use light armor, so this is an upgrade for him. And the little patterns on it change too. Just a weapons tutorial. Ah, shit. Look at them all. These guys are charred, though, compared to the ones over there.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead.
Shotgun and an assault rifle. Worse accuracy, but better damage. This one's better overall. And less accuracy, but I'll take it.
I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh god, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
They turned them into robot zombies. It's never really explained how this spiky thing turns them into like weird robot zombies, but that's how it works. Some armors. What? Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Zombie mushroom? Oh, that. Yeah, I know what you mean. I get you, babe. More gear. And a locked door.
It's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Override successful.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
Don't
You're
worry.
safe.
We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What's wrong with your dude?
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
If I wanted to, I could be an ass and pick this option, and by picking this, you basically walk up to him and sock him right in the face and knock him out. I'm not gonna do that. Can you tell me about the attack?
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment, the next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the Destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move.
Excuse me.
Until you came along.
Hold on. You can still hear me, right? In the... That's weird. Why did it... I don't know why the stupid thing ended. Did you see Arturian,
Did you
friend?
notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack. That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
So, he saw someone that looked like a Turian in the area. Okay. Tell me about the beacon. Can you tell me
anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Nothing back here. So these people are safe for now. Okay, so let's go on ahead. Oh.
Saren.
Nihilus. This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
So that guy back there is actually supposed to look more like, oh.
Shit! Look at the size of
it. It's more of a squid shape than a hand shape, but both are kind of true. But the other Turian guy that had all that machinery on him, he was supposed to look more normal looking compared to like the other one that was there. It's only later on in the story that he gets his like robotics and stuff, but they decided to change that and just, you know, make him look more robotic. Are you really not coming out? Oh, did he get him? Wait, there's another box.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out. We're not armed.
People.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
You're okay
It's
now.
safe.
Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended.
Noise.
Sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
Was it a jamming
was probably
signal?
trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
These people might be fucked. I don't want to say why, because it's a spoiler. But let's just say, if they're starting to feel things, not necessarily voices, but just like a tingle in their head that won't go away, they're done.
You know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
Can you tell me about the
Tell
attack?
me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You should come clean, friend. Or no,
You have
what's
something
going
to
on?
Tell me, Cole.
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
Smuggling's a crime.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
Is that all?
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He may know something. So yeah, see, depending on which is higher, charm or intimidate, it'll be grayed out, meaning we can't pick it, or it'll be blue or red. Blue being the good option, red obviously being, the bad guy option.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Electronics skill too low.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
Dead.
Something's moving over behind those
His
crates.
blood is blue.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Powell, so this is the guy they were talking about. You need to be
Sneaking
more
up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
Tell me what happened.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him.
Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
Where'd Saren go after he killed Nihilus?
He jumped on the cargo train and headed over to the other platform. Probably going after the beacon. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform. Thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform.
That's another
Hard
thing.
to believe that was only a few hours ago.
Your job
Feels like
is
a
gonna
whole
probably
other
be
life.
limited if you decide to live in a settlement. If you don't do something that, you know, if you have a job that, you know, helps the community, you're gonna be kind of fucked. So it's either farmer, dock worker, or handyman. There doesn't seem to be an in-between. You think you'd be able to do something like that? Okay. You say that. But who knows? I think you could adapt to a lot of situations. I've done many things. You know the jobs I've had. Yeah, I didn't like it. Yeah, I quit and I got a better job. But yeah, anyways, the ship.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
Woke you up?
You were sleeping? I thought you were working here on the docks.
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Lucky break for
If you
you.
hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
You're
Cole
close
mentioned
contact
you.
here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Smuggle any
Anything
weapons?
hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Let it go,
Forget about him.
Williams.
He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
You should make
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
Okay.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Yeah, dude, get somewhere safe. This shit's about to go fucking crazy. Oh shit, you see that? That fucking big one just sprinting. And he's down. Hit the wrong spot. They're too ducked in. Oh, I didn't even know that fucking Ashley died. I don't have the ability to resurrect her. At least not yet. Where did her body go? Okay, she got up. Okay, everyone's healed and ready to go. There was a box of stuff back here though. Oh, there wasn't? Oh. It's almost...
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
So they are setting up bombs all throughout this area, and on top of getting to where the beacon is, we need to kill all the enemies and disarm the bombs. And we have to do it in 5 minutes.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
That's it? I remember this being a lot more tense when I was younger. 'Cause that's all of them. 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 'Cause that's all of beacon is right there. Okay. Some new guns. It's only a little bit better, but I'm good. Any upgrades for everyone else? No. Nah. Okay, let's see what this beacon is about.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is
Request immediate
amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
No, don't touch it! It's too dangerous!
It blew up. And did something to his brain. Oh, this part. This character right here
We
is...
identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy. A human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Hey, I'm not the first one to make comments about that character
Dr. Chakwas,
specifically.
I think he's waking up.
Mm.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
I'm okay, I
Minor
guess.
throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
What about
Where's the beacon now? What happened to it?
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
Not a dream. A vision.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. in private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I feel bad about Jenkins.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Why is Williams here? Because she was part of the team sent to the planet. She wasn't part of
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
And I'm pissed off about the Geth for what they did to the colonists.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
What did you want to talk about,
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
The Geth would have wiped out the whole colony if I hadn't stopped them.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Hates humans?
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
It's a sentiment a lot of aliens have about humans, because for a lot of them, they had to be a council race and to even be a Spectre, they had to go through numerous hoops and challenges just to get recognized for their abilities. But humans, we've barely been in contact with them for 30 years, and already we've got a seat on their council and talks of getting a human to be one of their special agents, when hardly any of the other races have gotten that opportunity. I saw a vision.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
A warning.
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
There's nothing to report.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
Which is strange when you think about it, because the Geth, they don't like organic people, because their creators built them to be slaves. So why would they follow this fucking dude just because he hates organics too?
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Alright, this is where I'm gonna end it, because this game can easily go over long periods of time from just yapping to people. So I'll leave it here just for intrigue to build up. Any thoughts before the end? Empty. Okay. Well, this is fun. For sure, Control's gonna be next, but that's gonna be later. I still wanna, after finishing Final Fantasy, I wanna relax and, just watch TV and stuff. So, thank you all for coming, and I'll see you all later. And thank you to my beautiful wife for